Welcome. Now we are on the journey of kindred partnerships with people. This has to do with being a Starseed Twinflame and our mission here. And we are in the time of expanding with our kindred partnerships. And this is connected to our 10 of Cups. Well, we came here to co-create. And literally, you can look at our energy, our light, our connection to the energy, the masculine and the feminine, the matter, and the music that we came here to play together. It's a harmony. It's in symbiosis with life. It's one of the main messages coming through. And we know, as we've been discussing on our last few readings, and you can find them at the channel or they're linked down below in the description, is that we are in the time of spinning the wheel through the Two of Wands. So we are in a time of active manifestation with our wisdom. Now, this is the thing. Usually when you see the wheel spinning, it's the wheel, right? It's here we have the wheel within this deck, and you can see the magician is spinning the wheel. And this is connected to our spring equinox here over here in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the south, it's going to be the opposite. And we are turning this wheel through acting on our wisdom. And this is like, you know that saying, hindsight's 2020, right? Well, we have that. We have these experiences that have allowed us to have this gift of knowledge, this gift of wisdom. And how do we do things differently this time around? Because we're having a second chance at love. Okay, we're having a second chance as we continue to co-create this at a deeper level with Source. We're expanding life here. So what we're going to do with our wisdom is we're going to focus with our wisdom. And this has to do with the woods, and hang tight, because this is connected to a passageway, a gateway. So we need to focus on having this experience in order to go through this passage. And it's connected to a rebirth. It's connected to a complete metamorphosis and a rebirth through purification. And we're going to get into that in part 2. And what this is connected to is the growth. Oh, and look at this all over at the same time. So, right, it has to do with our full moon in Virgo. So we're working through the earth right now in the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles is connected to the 8 of Pentacles as we're working away. Now, we're here in the 7, you know, we're waiting for growth. Here, we've achieved something. We've built something. And we have the inner child present here. Now, been shown a key piece of information that this is connected to working with the inner child, okay? That is connected to our 10 of Cups. And we're in the process of building our divine inheritance, co-creating our 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Now, this is connected to the child, the work we're doing with the child, and that is directly connected to our 10 of Cups. And we're in a time of detox, cleanse, and restore yourself through what? We're facing our heartache. We're facing it in order to heal conflict within the mind. And we're healing this conflict within the mind, these previous traumas, so that we can have a deeper connection to love, to co-creating with love. So right now we're in the time of judgment and having a transition. We're in the time of transition. It has to do with the transformation. And the King of Cups is here to help us with this transformation. And it is connected to the 9. So we're going from the 7 to the 8 to the 9. Now here we're working in the Garden of Venus, amped up with this full moon in Virgo. Now when we work in the Garden of Venus, we're working on cultivating our relationship with love through atmosphere here, through the atmosphere. And quite often, as you can see, the masculine and feminine are in separation, but they're still connected. They're working with spirit. Now we know that we are cultivating magic with this full moon, in Virgo. We're in the time of magic. And this has to do with the building that we're doing. We're amping up the building of the 10 of Pentacles. Through what? Remember, the 10 of Cups. Our divine inheritance, our birthright, what we came here to experience and co-create. And right now, the moon, okay, is gifting us, this full moon in Virgo, this time of magic, is gifting us the Ace of Pentacles, is gifting us growth for the work that we're doing in the Garden of Venus. So we are going from the 7 to the 8 to the 9 to the 10 of Pentacles through the gift of the Ace. But it's restoring balance on the path of the moon and achieving growth. Now we know that the path of the moon, right? This is our great genius is connected to our great madness. We have to go mad in order to find our sanity. And when we're walking the path of the moon, this is about staying on target with the light, okay? And not falling off the path. And if we're falling off the path, getting right back up onto that path and staying on target with the light. And this is connected to how we're manifesting. Remember, this is the 2. We're spinning the wheel with the 2. Okay, so here's the 2. Here's the 2 of Wands. We're in a time of active manifestation because we're understanding how to act. We're understanding how to heal with force, how to heal with the Father. This is healing from manipulating with action. And this is also following through with action. We're not just doing it in our mind, we're actually acting out on it. So we're going to spin the wheel with how we act. And it has to do with healing. We've picked healing. And that is connected to the 3 of Wands. We're doing it through the Ace. Okay? So we understand how to act. We've seen the way. God has shown us. And it's balanced. It's balanced here. And the 3 of Fire is connected to the Ace of Cups. And within the Ace of Cups, this is the connection restored. We heal from patterns of addiction and separation. And the opposite of being addicted and separate is unity, patterns of union and connection. And we've connected to ourselves. We've restored and repaired connection back to ourselves here right now because we understand how to act. We understand how to act with force, how to apply the force with love. And this is healing from emotional imprinting and wounding. This is healing from trauma. And the Ace of Cups is connected to the 6 of Cups. There's a purification here, a restoration to innocence in order to have emotional intellect. And that is directly connected right now to the 10 of Cups. Okay? And the masculine and feminine. Being emotionally fulfilled. Not codependent, but being emotionally fulfilled. This is sustaining, okay? And there's a direct connection right now to the 2 of Cups. Something is happening within the 2 of Cups. It has to do with manifestation, okay? Us manifesting with our authenticity, with our path. This is unique to us. And it has to do with going within. We go within in order to activate this, and we face our fears and we move forward. We're facing our fears in love right now. We're facing our childhood traumas. And it has something to do right now with the Hierophant, the child. The child is the key. That's literally it. The child is the key. Okay? There's something that we understand here. So let's get an activation for what that is right now, because this is going to help us. This is going to help us clear up this. Okay, we're going to clear this up. And we're going to have a restoration. We're going to have a restoration. We're going to have a rebirth to a whole new self. We're in a time of transitioning. So we're going to go from feeling old to feeling young. This is a time of rejuvenation, okay? So before we continue this message on any further, let's get an activation as to what's happening here. And I'm feeling called to go to the Moon Oracle, because this has to do with the moon. Okay. Oh, one card. Oh, we got a... Love it. What is this? Oh, the Four of Wands. So look at that. A place where we all come together and have healed with the Father, healed with force. Okay? A place where we all feel welcome to build with our light, and we don't just feel forced. We're not feeling forced. We're feeling natural. Guys, sorry about my fingernails. I've been eating blueberries again. I've been snacking on frozen blueberries every day throughout the day, just to help me deal with my addictions. I'm still continuing to work on laser focusing on food and alcohol right now. And shape-shifting. And I've tried cleaning them many times to get here, and I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. Let's get the messages out. That's what's important. All right, what's being activated here? There it is. Hera. And Hera, look, where two paths become one. Two paths are becoming one in order to what? Heal from our impulses. Okay? We heal from our impulses. This is going to get deeper into the message, because this is what we're doing. We're healing from our lower vibrational impulses, and we're going without acting on these lower vibrational impulses with fire, with the Father, in order to heal with force. We become out of balance. We become out of whack because we're feeding off our lower vibrational impulses, and we're not cultivating happiness. Happiness is mature. So we heal from pleasure seeking in order to restore natural pleasure. And this is allowing us to heal from our addictions, like being addicted to people, places, and things. You can be addicted to more than just drugs and alcohol. You can be addicted to people. You can be addicted to places. You can be addicted to things. This is about restoring balance from within to what is authentic. And then we get back to what? Making love. Remember, this is an elevation, an evolution, a transformation, a transition with love from patterns of separation and addiction to patterns of unity and connection. But there's a challenge, guys. We're having a challenge. We know we're in Aquarius season. And the challenge is to transform with, look, there is the inner child. There is the child of the zodiac, Aries. This is where we heal with our impulses. We're going to evolve. We're going to feed ourselves for our greatest good, and we're going to have an achievement through the earth with this full moon in Virgo. But we have to use our instincts. We have to use our instincts, okay? So Hera is here, and she is, of course, the mother. There's Cancer right there. Here we have the energy of Cancer, purification, the two phoenixes, the two peacocks coming together, and the cuckoo. There's the cuckoo right there. So let's see what Hera has to say. Red Goddess, Cancer, Water. Okay. She sits on her heavenly golden throne, goddess of the sky. On her head rests the royal crown, surmounted by her sacred birds, the peacocks. In her left hand she holds the pomegranate. Its teeming seed is the symbol of life and motherhood. In her right hand she holds the staff of authority, at the top of which is a crescent of the moon cupping the orb of the sun. A cuckoo alights on the head of the staff. Beneath the image are the symbol for the water sign Cancer and the moon disk of the red goddess. Well, there it is. What is this activation for? The child. And the child being part of our 10 of Cups. Okay, and what does Hera hold? The symbol of life and motherhood. This is being able to nurture. This is, how else are we going to grow? We need to nurture. The goddess represents maturity and dignity. She has a regard for her position and the power to maintain it, while keeping the respect of others. And that's the time we're in. We're in the time of expanding dignity. And we got this. I can't remember how many messages ago now. I feel like it was in the time of the last full moon, the full moon in Leo. We got this message together. Remember? If you haven't checked it out yet, it'll be linked down below. This has to do with the full moon in Leo. We were in a time of nurturing ourselves in order to heal from confrontation and our opposition, our 5 of Wands charge. And we're having a transit. And this is connected to solar calm. And we're going to share the message of solar calm in part 2. And it has to do with expanding our partnerships. And how are we expanding our partnerships? Through strength. And of course, the Leo full moon. But look, the message of strength within this oracle is dignified. So we're following our synchronicities and signs. God is here. Thank you. So, this has to do with becoming dignified and its connection to, look, number 13. Now, 13 is the 13 spheres of knowledge within sacred geometry, of the feminine seeking within the void, within the dark, the 13 spheres. And then the masculine, the energy expands, what the matter, the feminine, has been seeking, and that is Metatron's cube. So, she has a regard for her position and the power to maintain it. She indicates that although you may not necessarily approve of something, allowing it to run its course can sometimes be the best answer. She represents more mature, sustaining, and preserving approach to life. And there it is, going from an immature, pleasure-seeking, I want to feel this way, so I'm going to continue to pleasure seek, but even though it's not for my greatest good, I'm getting out of whack, I'm getting out of balance. I'm having to seek more to feel this pleasure. It doesn't feel good anymore. I need to go without. I need to go without pleasure seeking in order to sustain with what is mature. And this goes back to the patterning of the Taurus, and us being the Taurus, us having a North Pole and a South Pole, and our heart's electromagnetic energy field, and us feeding our Taurus. And we're going to get further into this. Now, the nature of water in Cancer is to care for and nurture those that are deemed family. This is the most motherly of all signs. And there's a connection to July being a significant month in regard to the question. So now we're going to continue to follow our synchronicities and signs, and we're going to share this message. So what is the message of dignified? Strength. A planet is at its strongest when it is essential or accidentally dignified in a sign or a placement that aligns with its nature, and adds strength. For example, Mars is most Mars-like when Scorpio or Aries, the two signs it rules, or in Capricorn, which is strong sign of leadership. A dignified planet is like the soccer ball player who happens to be out in front and free, in the exact right place to receive a pass. Your voice matters. Trust that you are what's needed here at the moment. You are in your element and at the right place at the right time. So you have an advantage, but it's up to you to make a choice and run with the ball. Dodge the obstacles and look for the opportunities. Just beginning to emerge. Now remember, every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and we need to change our perception. Remember, our perceptions are angles we are creating with. Change your perception. Change how you're creating. Change what you're creating. You have to remember, we have to charge it within the heart. We have to feel it. We have to believe it. That's why it needs to be authentic. We're in a time of doing what's authentic to us. Have faith in yourself. You have what it takes, even if you don't know it yet. It's up to you to tap into your potential and find the resources within. So, challenge. It may be tempting to take over. Yes, it's time for you to shine, but bring everyone along with you rather than dominate them, or you may be left high and dry once this game is over. Gift. For weeks, months, or lifetimes, you have prepared for this moment, and the understanding you've acquired are needed here at this time and place. So look, guys, we've been practicing for this our whole moments, and it's our time to shine. All right, guys, we're gonna head on over to part 2 because we're gonna break this message down even further because we are in a time of connection. This is what we're doing right now. Okay, there will be a link down in the description, or part 2 will be at the channel, guys. I'll see you there. I love you.